Hi, it's Kathleen from Relatively Refined. And today I'm going to share with you some recent thrift shop finds. They're actually, everything comes from three places. Either the thrift shop, the local thrift shop, a good old-fashioned tag sale that I went to, or a church bazaar, kind of a church rummage sale that I went to. So because we're getting close to Christmas, I'm going to start with some of the Christmas things that I found. So I did find, and these were all like a quarter, these two little Swedish girls warming their hands in their muffs, little ornaments that are in that Swedish style that I always pick up if I see them. I also got this little kitschy, I think it's a pig, in his sleeping cap and his candle heading off to bed. Again, a sort of a little nod to Scrooge, I think, but the face, it's obviously a vintage piece, but it was just so cute I couldn't resist for a quarter. And this little snowman in that sort of sparkly vintage style, with the gold hanger. And I have a vintage tree that I'll share with you that I think he will look perfect on. So I did get those Christmas items. I also got this little vintage Christmas stocking at a tag sale, and it did have an H on it, and our last name begins with H, and also my daughter's name begins with H. So how could you pass that up? And I think it was 50 cents. But it's a felt stocking, lined in the gold, and then the H is hand sewn on there. So very, very vintage looking, really cute. Not sure she already has a stocking, but I just couldn't resist this one with the H on it. I also got these vintage Peanuts ornaments, and the box is labeled Snoopy ornaments, vintage from 1970. And there are a bunch of them in here. I'm only going to show you a few, but there are several different versions of Snoopy. Here he is with a wreath. Here he is carrying a tree. They're actually marked on the bottom, $2.50 each, made in Japan. They were originally from the Enchanted Dollhouse, which is a store in our town from way back when. My sister will remember it was a beautiful doll and toy shop that our grandmother actually sewed some of the clothing for the Madame Alexander dolls. So that's where these came from. But there are Snoopy ones. Here's another Snoopy carrying a gift. There is Charlie Brown carrying a little gift. There is, oh my goodness, there's Woodstock. I know there's Lucy because that one was my favorite. So there are probably 12 in all. Just adorable and very well cared for. And because my son is a huge Charles Schulz Peanuts fan, I couldn't resist. I think they were $10 for the whole box. And obviously somebody cared for them and kept them labeled and wrapped beautifully in this box. At the rummage sale, I also got these. They're really nice. They're green velvet pants from Talbot's, and they happen to be my size. So I thought, ooh, that'll be nice. They were $1. That'll be nice for the holidays. They're warm, they're green, they're velvet, and they were my size. And they're quality. They're a Talbot's brand. So I did pick up those at the rummage sale as well. While we're sort of in the winter, Christmas and going into winter, I did get a pair of, for myself, brand new, never worn ski boots. These are downhill ski boots. I have a pair, but mine are getting a little bit old. These were brand new, and I got them for $5, and they retail for probably $250. So that was a huge steal. And I will use those, certainly not around the house, but when we go skiing this winter. And another winter item that I picked up at this sale was this hooked pillow, which is, it has like the peg rack, and it's got the skis leaning up it and the snowboard and the ski poles, boots and mittens. So I will put this out as after Christmas as a winter pillow, probably up in one of the bedrooms. This is made from a local company. They sell worldwide, but this is actually made in our, the company is in our hometown here in Vermont. So I did pick up that for $5. And while we're on pillows, I did get one other pillow. I think this one might have been also $5. And this one says, call your mother. So I couldn't resist that because, I keep it in the guest room where my son and daughter sleep. So don't forget to call your mother. So those were all from the tag sale or the rummage sale. I'm going to turn my back. I did get these little items from a tag sale. And they're really little tiny, I think they're probably for some sort of Asian meal, little bowls, ceramic bowls. I bought them to use as part of a charcuterie board. Maybe they might have jams in it or some sort of spread or olives or nuts. And there were 6 of them for $2. And they're all a little bit different. They're all unique. They're all pottery. And I just thought they would look so cool on a charcuterie board for the holidays or anytime, really. And the last one, let's see. So those were from a tag sale. And I did pick up this. We're moving on into a different holiday. This I picked up at the Goodwill for 50 cents. It's an Easter decoration. I'll use it for Easter. It's a ceramic rabbit that looks exactly like a chocolate rabbit. So I don't know. There was something simple about it. I don't do a lot of decorating around Easter, but I do, set the table and do some sort of a tablescape. And I just thought this would be perfect. It's just this little, actually, probably 8 inches tall, brown, shiny ceramic rabbit that looks exactly like a chocolate rabbit that you would buy. So I couldn't resist that. And let's see, a couple other things. Reaching back here. I did at the rummage sale. I also picked up this little jar. Looks like a tree trunk with this little squirrel on it. I guess it's just a trinket jar. I don't know. I just used it on a side table. But I love anything with squirrels and acorns and that wooded sort of theme, woodland animal theme. I thought it was really cute. This was brand new in the box. They had several of them. I just got the one. It was $2. I'm thinking that a store probably went out of business or closed. The people who owned it retired. And they donated a lot of their items to the rummage sale. So that was brand new in the box, which was kind of nice. And this I just got at the thrift shop by where I work, and it was 50 cents. And it's just a little tea bag holder. But if you look at the little red bird on there, it was so sweet. And I don't have one of these actually. So I'm just going to keep it over with my teapot. It's a little bit Christmassy, but it doesn't have to be, but it does have greens and holly and that little red bird, which I thought was absolutely adorable. The women did say there was a whole set of dishes like that. I didn't happen to see it. They obviously sold, but this was something that they didn't take for whatever reason. So I picked it up for 50 cents. And a couple more things. This was from the Goodwill. It was $1, and it is a vintage match holder. And it says made in Hong Kong by Jasco. There's a number on the bottom, 260. I'm not sure. It is missing its lid, but again, there's that woodland sort of theme. There are deer on it and the green, and you put the matches in there and pull them out of here. I just thought it was really cool. And, I'm not sure what I will do with it, but I knew it was vintage I knew I could stick matches in it and put it by our wood stove. But it was so Vermonty and just so classic looking that for $1, I couldn't really leave it in the store. So I picked that up. And lastly, actually next to last, there's one other thing. I found, you know me and urns. Well, I found these little mini urns at an estate sale. And they were $3 each. So I got 3 of them. They're for $9. They're about 5 inches tall. These two are identical. They look just like some urns that I have out, large full-size ones out on my patio. And this one is a little bit different shaped, kind of tulips out a little bit. But they have a patina. They have a worn look to them. They're metal. They don't go all the way down in. So what I did in the fall, I put some faux little mini pumpkins and berries and stuff in them. I mean, at Christmas time, I'm thinking I could put a little piece of foam in there and stick a branch in it and hang some little mini ornaments, maybe the little houses that I made. I can put the link to those, how to make a tutorial for how to make these little mini French houses or little mini mushroom tucked in walnut shell ornaments. I think they would look really cute. Or I could just put greens in them, or you could put candles in them. So there's a lot of different things you could do with these. I love urns and shapes and sizes. It doesn't matter. If I see them, I am more than likely to pick them up. And I'm glad I did at $3. I've already used them out in our screen porch with some fall decor that I just took down because we're getting ready to change seasons. So those were $3 each. And the last item that I got is this really cool clock. It needs a battery in it. It's on, I think it's made in Germany. It's like on a foam board. Go abroad. We've just all been sort of stuck at home for 2 or 3 years with the pandemic. And so I thought, ooh, what a good reminder to get out there and take advantage of traveling when we have the opportunity to. So I need to put a battery in it and find a home for this. But I thought it was just a cool, simple clock. No numbers on it, just the airplane. There's just something very European about it that caught my eye, and I really liked it, and that was $5. So those were some of the recent items that I've picked up over the past 2 or 3 weeks. Like I said, either at our local thrift shop or we had a great church rummage sale, and people are still having estate sales here. We have almost every weekend you can find an estate sale to go to. I don't get to them every weekend, but when I do, it's always fun, and I usually find some little treasure that I tuck away and will share with you. So hopefully you found a few treasures along your during the last few weeks as we get ready to switch seasons and get into Christmas. And I find there's always some really fun Christmas or holiday items that you can find at the thrift shops or garage sales or estate sales or any kind of sale like that. Oftentimes they're vintage, like the Peanuts ones were just a treasure, and we'll keep those for a long, long time. So thanks for watching. Please, if you like thrift hauls and you want to see more of that, please hit like and subscribe. We'd love to have you as part of the Relatively Refined viewing family.